Bless up. Wow. Wow. I think I'm done. I want to deal with that one. Sure. I deal with that one. I don't know why this a pop out. I deal with that. Yeah. 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 Bless up, people. Bless up, bless up, bless up, bless up, bless up. Yes, I BlackStar, you know. I just did that and just watch them, and I watch them. I evil one them. Yes, my people. Yes, my people. I love talk to one, you know. Much just when I know, I say, those of you and some of one is hearing what I'm saying. Yeah, man. Make me feel real good. You know what I'm saying? They can't see they never had that ears and they never hear. You see that? Because you have to bear witness. Yeah? So when that time comes, they can't say they never hear. Somebody have to manifest. Seeing for them to hear. They can't say they never hear. No, people. Systematic. We call it colonial system. See there? Straight up. You know what I'm saying? I BlackStar, you know, people. When we say go and go step on it now. Smash the like button and raise it up now. See them? Here we are tell them people, we not waste no time today, I get straight to the thing. And we not play with the thing. Colonial system. You see there? Peace and blessing. Salute. The colonial system, Rasta, have a hole in it. There's a hole in it. Yes, I. And the hole is getting bigger and bigger. Bless, 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 bless. Give thanks, man. Everything good enough. I to you too. Now you don't know, you know. I saw we not stop. When they have that thing we are doing, we work on the colonial system now. Now look here now, people. We want one of you here with the BlackStar say. Look here. I want you. I can read the comments in a little bit because I don't want to break focus. Give thanks. I appreciate all of you guys that are here. Bless it to everybody. Yes, sir. Bless up, man. Because right now, I'm come from mash work, you know. I come here to mash down work. I'm not going to drop it. No, the colonial system, people. No, come on now. The colonial system we are talk about. I said the colonial system end up having a hole in it. And the hole is getting big. What's that couple up? No, people, tell me now. How comes the leaders of the earth is so conniving? Eh? Why the leaders of the world is so conniving, man, and so trickified? Yo, Rasta man, all over the world, trickified business going. Very trickified now. Colonial system, your days is numbered. God, you create something that is turning against you. Yeah, man. You hold it too long, man. You hold that colonial system there. You run it too rugged, man. You kill too much people with it, man. And you're still killing. But guess what? The flip, the script. Yeah. Because guess what now? There's a big hole in your colonial system. Silent code blue. Start talking. We are government leaders that are doing things for decades that they shouldn't be doing. And they start to talk. The secrets are being revealed. All secrets, evil secrets, what man's secret, dopey secret, everything are going to reveal right about now. They can't hide from none. I was watching this thing here in some part of Africa called Comes. So it's a place in Africa where it big, man. Until it's a partner of Nigeria, but there's a capital of it. I can't tell you the name, man. And yo, the things are going mad over there. No, where them have the whole of the pirates, where they got all the pirates there in that certain area there, that certain part of the continent there in Africa. We hear them pirate there. Them pirate there, them have cargo and them thing, the oil tanker. Not just cargo, oil tanker. Yeah. And I was reviewing that to hear the reasons why these are used to be fisherman, start becomes gunman, and start to becomes pirate, right? And when I first started watching this thing, I said, well, I look them on the man and the plane and I was just marveled with what they were doing. And then as the episode go on, or the program go on, I start taking in and I start following deeper and deeper. And I was listening to a lot of these brothers that they were saying that a lot of these big oil companies, they come right here in the motherland, draining the motherland out, right? And they are not giving them no jobs. And then if you see how they do certain parts with cows and animals, lions and bears and the people daily life or the people them used to survive through the earth, the man them come and the man them start drill oil and cause oil spill and oil go down into the people them fishing areas and it make it harder now because the people did have a way of life and no these evil, greedy, big belly, gluttony, whale size, big ockers, where just come, they just think about themselves and they don't even give the people them any work in their own country. When them done with these places where they drill, if they live it in a mess and when investigation is going on and seeing why these guys decide to start doing pirate business. And the guys are telling you it's because these guys are coming right in the backyard where them plant them food and put oil base there and are not hiring them and they are starving and they look a fish where they look a fisherman used to fish now. When the oil spill it kill the fish them. So now there's more poverty and less for the people them to do. So people turn into a piracy and start pirate them and rob them and them something. So now I am wondering, they say they want to stop it and I'm watching the program unfold. And then I see a bunch of militant people, militant soldier come through. And then at first now they see some fisherman pan the thing and then decide to go over there and join out because they say these are the fishermen that big up the piracy business. So when they hold the man and bring the man in, the man question the man and ask the man about hereditary. The man say no, but find out he have one of them tall long ladder in the corner where they put on the side of the thing. So they lock him up. But when they lock him up now, he start fight up and go and get to find out the man have rights. And the same government where say we're governed over people, where say it a fight against piracy. I see piracy. I see the same government who is actually backing up what these people doing because this is a way of life. So there are two-faced people, just like some of the governments, the government leaders in the motherland that is allowing the Chinaman, not just the Chinaman, but also the people from all over the world to come and just drain it and leave it, with nothing. So, and some of them are using their brain. I was watching one place in the land of Kush, where the people them Rasta. Yo, I want how you coming at this? Yo, people, excuse me, boy, I don't like them, children, no, I don't come in here. Anytime I open my door, like, the lady went out to pick up the children, then I open the door and flies. But anyway, piracy. So, them man out there and get to find out is the government. But like I said, some of the leaders, them right in at this place there, is selling out the place. And this is one thing we're wrong with us other people. We sell out a lot. We sell out everything. So there is a hole now into the colonial system because this colonial system, it has done so much. You see that, and until now, you could still see how they are playing tricks with the people, them, giving them a 6 for 9s. You could see it because that is a thing. So the whole way they got into the into that colonial system now. It's getting bigger, and all eyes is getting to see that cavity within there. And now they are even so brave, and not just brave, but they are not hiding anything. That's why I say everything is coming out. When I started talking about hoo ha ha ha, people tell, all right, shut your mouth, da 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 da. But now, as time unfolds, we are going to see there are more government officials, doctors, scientists, and a whole lot of other people are coming and backing up the same things that I was saying, that I'm not a scientist nor a doctor, but God gave me common sense, and I knew something was wrong, and I looked into it and saw that something was wrong, and I said it. And now I said it in one of my songs that wait until 6 months or 3 years, we'll see. But now the same thing that I said before was probably just on red is on red high. Red probably high. Red. But now look, you see, it's coming out to the media that doctors, scientists, what do you call it, physiologists are coming out and they're saying a whole lot of the same things. A man without a PhD. Sometimes the words, some of the words are because of my listening, I end up blah, 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 blah. But the fact is, I know what I am saying. I always what I'm saying. So now it comes to the point where the hole within the colonial system is getting bigger, and it is revealing because you cannot hide the truth forever, and you cannot trick the people forever. So now y'all see, okay, I think Red was right. Are y'all still thinking? A lot of y'all that said, oh, I don't know what I'm talking about. How y'all feel now? How do y'all feel to hear people from the government, doctors, is telling y'all about what y'all did? No. I didn't say nothing. I'm just saying, people from the health and doctors and all that, those that know to do the right thing, they are letting people know what is the right thing to do, not those who's lying at the crack of the teeth. So now the man without the PhD was right because I said it, and you'll never one time believe what I was saying because I didn't go to Oxford University. I doesn't have no masters, and y'all thought that he's selfish and this and that. So why now all of this is popping up? Is that are you lying to yourself? Is it not true? Is it a lie? Are they make believe it? It is. I just have a friend. Well, I knew her for a friend of mine. I knew her for a while, and she took the hoo ha ha, and now she's in the hospital. And this sister here, may God bless her soul, but right now she's threatening. I'm threatening for a life because she has a blood clot in her lungs. I don't know how you get a blood clot in your lungs. I think it's the lungs. Yeah, you get a blood clot in your lungs. I don't know how you get a blood clot in your lungs. But again, she took the hoo-ha, ha. And remember, I know his sister was a sister. She's not a really healthy person. She has those issues. But throughout the years knowing her, when she did get sick and she went to the hospital, she came out. She didn't go back until probably a year, 2 years after. But from the moment that she got the whoop, she has been going regular. And now the last time, it was last week, they had to get out of there and put in there. Now I saw on Facebook crying and allowing people to know that what's going on with her, and she doesn't know where that came from. All the time they were saying she had what do they call it, gallstone, this and that. Now as there's a cyst, and she has a blood clot in her lungs, and right after she introduced herself to Jun Jun, because they told her that she called Mr. Cole, and she was to be vaccinated, and she did vaccinated. She went into the hospital and she came back out. And but from since that time, from since COVID, I stopped going around certain people. From since COVID, I cut myself short because some people do a lot of dumb stuff. They hang around. I don't have time for that. I have children in my house. I'm very protective. No harm, I'm not. But when I heard that they got COVID, and I said, wow, at first they wasn't saying nothing until I get to find out that she did got it. And then that's the time that they gave her, after catching COVID, that's when they gave her the shot. She got her shot, her COVID protector, non-protector. Non-protector. What is the, I don't know, protecting, not protecting. Protect. I don't know. I don't know. This is very confusing. I hate being confused. It's a protector to protect you for you not to. Get hoo-ha-ha. But after the protector that it take to protect you turns against you and stop protecting you, but allow you to still be unprotected. What is the main issue of this whole thing here? It's oh God. Yeah. So she's in the hospital right now, and she's crying. She's asking people to pray for her. She does not know if she's gonna make it. She just lose her mom's. Like a month and 2 weeks ago, she lose her mother. So 1 minute. 1 minute. So yes, people, sorry about that. She would come from school. So she's in the hospital right now. Sorry about that, guys. So she's in the hospital right now, and she's crying. Remember, this is a girl now. Like I said, never really eat right. She never really ate right. She likes soda. She likes all that stuff. But between her habits, even that she liked these things, she goes to the hospital. She might spend a week, 2, and she would come back home. She would, because like I said, her friend is my friend. Her man friend is my old man friend, where I know for years. But now it's a different thing because I never see she cry before. No, sorry about that. So put that in. Sorry about people. I know the family just came in. So yes. So now she's crying, and like I said, I saw on the Facebook. I saw on the Facebook, and I felt sorry for her in a little way. I felt sorry for her because I knew her for all these years, but I never actually seen someone. It's like she knows something. Like I said, she just lose her moms, and she's in the same predicament as her mom. Her mom's was a big lady too. So I send my condolences to her. That I pray God that she feel better, and if she do overs, that she, by the grace of God, by the power that invested within her by the Most High, that she pulls out of that, and she will do a whole detour with herself, and she'll try to take care of herself and eat better and stop drinking the sodas. And you sometimes you need an experience in life to actually see that the truth. So I'm just saying, I hope she learned, if by the grace of the Most High she pull out of that. I hope she learned her lessons out of that. I hope that she will put her regimen, because she's big. Her mom's is big. She's big. But I feel sorry for her. Why? Because now she take this And now she is very confused, not confused, but hurt. She's hurt. I could see she's hurt. And like I said, I feel sorry for a lot of people. I feel sorry for a lot of people that you might think that you was doing something good, and there's nothing wrong about it. You just got caught. You got caught. You got caught because of fear. You got caught because of your job, your lifestyle. You know, you imagine you just probably just bought a car. You probably just bought a house. You got mortgage to pay. And now this is coming and you like, yo, I can't afford to lose my job. And I told you all that before in videos that I made before. I said to you, I said a lot of things going to be changing here. Uh, you will be, if you're comfortable in your position, you're going to feel uncomfortable. They will make it to be uncomfortable. And I said it, and people, some guys said, no, they can't do that. So, no. Some people say no, they can't do that. Red, the government, but now you're seeing. Now we still have like. I pray God, man, on the real talk that with the whole that's within the colonial system, the whole that's within the colonial system, I hope it does not emerge where it just like get over itself, over huge, really huge, massive. Because I'm scared. I'm not scared in a sense, but I'm saying what population, what life will be. Because, like I said, I've been saying it. I don't have a PhD, I don't have a master's degree, but I know you have anticells in your body, and these anticells that's in your body, they're there to help you to fight against diseases, sicknesses, and then disease, I say, is man-made. Because the things where they have within the earth, until man start messing with things, until man start creating things and going on his own domain, we start having disease. We never had disease. Disease comes around when men start doing things that are not of the Most High, start sleeping with the dog, with the goat, with the cow. And when men start experimenting and playing God. Yeah. Because you have this God that guides you upon the things and things that you should do and should not do. But when you ignore your true God, which is your spiritual God, then you become as a beast. And these are things beast does. So now the whole, like I said, in the colonial system, it's gobbling everybody up. And now people are scared. But are they really? Because you can still look and see the lifestyle that they live. It's like I've seen people that have that's HIV, and they act like them having HIV was the best thing that ever happened to them. Huh? So a lot of people, some people they don't care. Carelessly, they don't care because they don't protect themselves. Okay. Clearly, they don't care because they don't protect themselves. But we gotta watch the bigger picture. Like I said, disease. These are all man-made. See, you watch the animals. I always use them. You watch the animals, and you watch when there's a pandemic or something from nowhere comes within that affecting certain species. Some die, but all don't die. Now I'm not saying probably couldn't eradicate, but they some way, somehow, some type of you call it within the body, the immune system gets to adjust some way, somehow to whatever that's suppressing them. The body has the ability to do these things because this again, and again, people, I'm saying, go ahead and smash this like button. This is not hard. I said from when I first started speaking with y'all guys about food, eating right, I had people say, but Ray, you're not an elephant. You're not a goat. Why you can't eat grass? But if these people would try to eat grass, they would understand what I'm saying to them. You know, because I've seen dogs, and sometimes the dog will eat a certain grass just to puke, to clean its system up. So it's a reason why the dog does that. It's a reason why the dog knows to clean its system up. So it's a reason why we as human beings are so like energy being higher than them. So we should be more intelligent than them. Why we allow the beasts or the animals to be more intelligent than us, and we want to take the animals' space. So the colonial system has a big hole in it, and the hole is emerging, getting bigger and bigger. And as more dumb people that, excuse my language, I don't mean to disrespect nobody, but when some people who has PhDs and they're so smart and intelligent, and they allow little things like certain things like this, oh, you get to come around and brainwash them at it's like crazy. And like I said, I'm all good for medicine, but the hole in the colonial system, when who will start to look to block it, to stop it from opening, so it doesn't emerge bigger, doesn't get bigger? Who? Everybody lying. Everybody been lying from morning. Government lying, the governments lying, the governments of the world are lying, the nations of the world governments are lying to the people. They're all playing their genocide, the people that want to end and pretending that they want to solve the people and problem. They're the same ones who's making it hard on the people. They're the same one who do with organized crime. They're the same one who runs the drug industry, the this, the that. It's the same people. So I really don't always, when they say they're trying to fight this and they're trying to do this, when you have your hands, two hands, you got a left and a right, and you got both of them into the nonsense. But you're tricking people. So again, the whole within the colonial system, we got to block it. We got to stop allowing the colonial system to colonize us with their lies, man. That's what's happening. We love the colonial system. They're colonizing us off of our hard work and of our ability, and they're tricking us and killing us and genociding us. And that's the big hole we need to cover. We need to block that, do something about it. And no one is talking about that. Everybody's just watching who wants to be ignorant, who wants to be biased, who wants to be a traitor, who wants to be one who wants to imitate the enemy and try to be like the enemy and give them a chance they're worse than the enemy. Because the one thing you have to realize, I keep saying, we are our greatest enemy, so we gotta be some wicked people. But again, the hole that's in the colonial system, what we're doing about it, we allow that hole to emerge and swallow us in. And some of us are looking to go head over heels because we believe that we want to gain something. How are you going to actually sell out your resources like our motherland, selling out and getting robbed of the resources? All the things that we as a nation of people could get up one day and say, every time you open the door, this guy's coming. I wish I could put a mesh in my door, excuse me, yeah. But we gotta get up one day and say, okay, why are we allowing these people to suck the living life out of us? And it's so true, it's so effective if we will start covering the hole. Because why? I got nothing against Asian people, I love Asian people. But if it's about your race and it's about survival, then we as a people of color, is not doing nothing or enough so we could protect our race. Because look, we have Asian people come to our community and they wax themselves rich. It's business. I'm not upset. I'm not upset about it. But then it could have gone differently if they would have more blacks that would support blacks. That would cover the hole. That would patch. That would put a patch. If they would have more blacks that would support blacks, so blacks now could able to, instead of you have 15, 16, 7 to 100 fruit stands there all owned by Korean people, it would not be that way. It would not be that way. Yeah, there would be the area. We're not stopping them from making business, but we are not going to allow them to capitalize upon us that they wax themselves with riches and they're dependent on us, but yet still they don't like us. See, the world don't like us. And they're two-faced. Now, I got something to say, and it's still about patching the hole of the colonial system. Hold up a minute. I want to get the school, the charter school. Okay, never. What's the school my son goes to? I just forget. Hold up. London. Man, I just said the school a while ago. Oh. Oh, people, I'm so upset here. That's upset. My son go to a school and something happened to him. That school is located in Fort Greene, downtown Brooklyn there. Oh God, the devil is a liar. Somebody said your son go to school, you don't remember the school name, but the devil is a liar. I know. I was just speaking to one of the principals a while ago, a little flower. Whoa! Wow! Whoa, Lord Father, I'm blank. This is something I'm telling you, man. Anyway, I'm gonna get to that because I know I'm so angry with what happens because it's been happening for years that I am. Yeah, I'm so angry to what's happening into the school that the anger that I got right now, I cannot even prolong nor remember the name of the school, but it's gonna come before I done this live. The school gonna come because I need your guys to over what I'm about to say. And this is all about we patching that hole in that colonial system. And I didn't name this video as yet because I wanted to speak about it, and then after I was going to name it, and that's the name for it. The big hole in the colonial system that emerged, that's sucking our people, that just gravitate to our people and sucking them in that big hole. We need to cover it up. We don't grab us anymore. We don't draw us in anymore. So my son goes to the school. I'm so upset that I can't remember the name of the school. Wow. Okay. I ain't gonna stress it. That's crazy because I say that name of the school every day, man. Oh wow. My son goes to the school now. It's downtown Brooklyn in the Fort Greene area. And it's a charter school. And it's one of the schools that get funding. Somebody put a hold on, I can't see it. I can't see that.
The peace.
Peace, my brother. I could.
Racial harmony. Somebody else said called racial harmony.
Yeah, I want to. I wish. It's not. You know, people. I'm telling you, I got 3 children went to that school. So my oldest son, one of my sons is 20 years old. So you know, I've been familiar with the school. Okay, and there are 2 teachers in that school that I will always always have to say good things about them. That school also has a middle school also. It's Saba and Rebecca. And one of them is Caucasian and one is, I think, her background is Oriental. So to let you know I'm not a racist person, there are good and bad people in every walks of life. I say it all the time. But this charter school, oh God, why did they coming? They're coming. Oh God, what do you want? This charter school now, been doing my children dirty. Remember I told you one of my sons went to that school and now he's 20 years old. He's about to be 21. His name is Adonai. I have another son of mine. He's 12 years old. His name is Elohim. I have another daughter apart from my two daughters here. Okay? Her name is Eden. Okay? Now, these three children goes to that school. Not my oldest son don't go there anymore. But the other two, actually, as a matter of fact, my daughter had a problem. So my daughter, she's homeschooling right now. She don't even go to school no more because of some type of issue. But I want to help you all to see the prejudice attitude. Okay? The prejudice attitude within people and people. So people, my child been going to these schools for many years, like I said. And the worst of the worst has happened to my children in that charter school. Okay. I had feces had put on my son Elohim when Elohim was just 7 years old. Okay. This white Jewish kid took dog feces. White. When my son told me that, I came to the school and I asked to speak to child parents and this and that. The principal told me she'll set up a meeting. When I went, I was the only one who was present. And my son moms, but the child parents was nowhere to be found. When I asked, where's the child parent? The principal, which is Ali, told me, they're Jewish people and they're busy. Okay? Second offense, he took my son's hat off his head and ripped it and threw it away. Again, they never showed. And it goes on and on. That Jewish parent never, ever came. Not one time. Now, this charter school has told me that they're responsible in a way for your child when you send them to school. It's their job to see they don't get bullied. It's their job to see that everything is running okay because they leave your house in one condition. They're supposed to stay in that same condition when they go to school. I realize we as black parents, when our children goes to these charter schools that are being funded by the government, and majority of these charter schools are run by Caucasian people, and these Caucasian people gives you and your children plastic smiles. That is just right here. And when you see the things that they do to your children and allow to be done to your children, you have to ask yourself, is it you or is it them? Because you can see the full prejudice. So I said, this Jewish boy been picking on my son from 6 to 7 to 8 to 9 to 10. My son's 12 years old right now. The last thing happened, which was yesterday. My son brought candy to school to sell, but not to sell in the school because we had a problem with that already. And I will come to that. My son brought his candy, it was in his backpack. On his way going home, he decided to sell his candy. Not in the school, not on the bus, on his way going home. This Jewish boy, who been always violating my son, who has put defecate on him like twice, who has ripped his hat off his head in the wintertime and tear it and throw it down, who has tear his coats, hide his coats. I'm saying coats because it's more than one. Okay? The parents never came. The teacher is Caucasian, which is the principal, Ali. I have gone to that school many times to be a full representative of my son. Because if you have a child and you send the child to the school, if the child is not acting right, then the teachers will contact the parent because that's the next thing. The parent has to take be responsible for the child. Now this child here, the parent don't come to school because they're Jewish and they have a lot to do. So who is representing that child? Obviously it's the school. The school is taking full responsibility for that child. Responsibility for that child. So this child throughout the years has done not only to my child but to many other children a whole lot of stuff. So if we are keeping records upon behavior, we will see that this Jewish child is very, very, very out of order. And no one can get his mother nor his father to come represent him and say, listen, they are still representing him. So now he moved to the first standard to the second standard, which is the middle school. And yesterday he see nothing to do. My son had his box of candy. He had a pack. He snatched it from him, threw it down, stepped on it, picked it up, and flinged it into my son's face. So I guess my 12-year-old had enough throughout the years. Remember, that boy been provoking him from since he's 6 years old. Here they are at 12, and my son said pressure bust pipe. My son decided to give him a whip ass, a cut butt. Now all of a sudden people pull out their phones because that's what they do. And they videotape, they record my son is kicking his butt. And they record also that after my son kicked his butt, he didn't stop from there. He went and picked onto my son's friends, so he tipped their hats. And he went on. And he got radish. His shirt was torn up. They beat his behind up. So now what they did, they told my son he can't come to school. And he's supposed to stay home for 2 days. But not only that, yesterday when the incident happened, day before yesterday, so when he went to school on Thursday, they had him, he and his two friends, so the three of them was in a room like a holding cell. They didn't get to play, they didn't get to do nothing. They wasn't like in a quarters like a holding cell. This is the same colonial system attitude where your young child, they got picked off the street and they got him in some book in some holding cell questioning him and they're trying to conduct. So I've been calling from since this morning, trying to speak to someone, and now when I finally speak to a principal named, the principal name is Paris, parent, okay? There he is explaining to me that they wants to hold a meeting with the principal and some people in the school pretending on my son's behavior, what he did. I said, no, that is wrong. You cannot go and be judge and jury having your little quarters and planning how you will deal with my son and say to him that was not right, that was totally outrageous, not good behavior. Where was that? And then the principal going to tell me, oh, we don't have to watch then, we're watching now. So I said no, because we have a society that holds records upon when you do your first offense and you go to court. You might get a dismissed case, but they might warn you That doesn't mean they throw away your documents away and say, okay, it's your first time. They keep it. The second time, you goes over there. They could say you did that already the first time, and this is the second time. That's twice you have done this. They're building records on you. And if you go ahead and you do it the third time, then they could use all these exhibits to go against you and lock up your butt. So why now you telling me that this white boy, because he's a white child, because if it was my child as a black skinned person or brown skinned person, you would tell me that my child does not fit the standards to come to your school because he does not follow protocol or procedure. You would tell me that you think something is wrong with my child and he should be removed. You would tell me that he could go, you could send out a letter that he could go to some other school, but he can't do it here. So if it's good for me, why it's not good to that child? So now to tell me, oh, well.
Somebody said stop making it about race.
But it is about race. It is not me, but it is of them. Because like I said, if it was not about race, when the child took the dog defecate and rubbed it on my child as a human, as a living soul, the principal would have that child parents to come. They would not take an excuse. Okay, if you cannot make it today, we understand. You didn't tell the child go to the school and do this. So if you can't make it this week or next week, you would make an appointment at a date that you could make it. Throughout the years, as a Jewish person, you have never come to the school. But me as a black parent, I comes to the school whenever I am needed. Oh, something is wrong to my child because I have to pay response. So you cannot tell me it's about race. This is about negligence, not just negligence. It's about race, yes, because like I said, no black person cannot do that. If you send your child to school and your child is misbehaving or doing things, you have to come and represent your child on their behavior. So why is it that a white Caucasian person could have to say, well, I don't have to come to the school. I am being represented by the principal, whatever the principal say, and that's racist. And that's racist. Now we're going to go on. If you believe I am a racist person, let's move on. Because I say that this colonial system has a hole in it and it got to be patched. And every time we as colored people start to talk, y'all always quick to cry wolf and say, we are racist. But we see y'all racist act. Because tell me that. Who are the ones who genocide our people and still is? Who are the ones that say we are 3/3 of a human being? That means we are animals. That means we are animals. So do not come over here with your little trickery that y'all uses all the time when y'all are the ones who are the prejudice. Because give Jack his jacket. A child is a child. It doesn't matter if a child is white or black or Chinese. When a human being is a person is a person. You do something wrong, don't society punish you? So they say. So don't talk about racist. And I will show you. So let's move on. My son Elohim is a very wise business child. He has the mind of a brilliant child businessman. My son decided he's gonna ask his mother to go to BJ's and buy him candy so he could sell. My son started a business. For those of y'all that say that I am racist, let's look into this volume 2 here. My son, like I said, is a young, blessed black king. You see a way, you always tell me, Daddy, I'm going to be a very rich man very early in life. I said, son, be mindful with money. My son told his mother he has a business opportunity. How she could goes to BJ's and buy candy and he could sell it. My son started buying this candy. He started with $20. Buy his first sets of candy with $20. He started taking his candy to school. His candy took off. His candy business took off. In no time, the principal of the school, which is Ali, that's the first grade school, came to my son and asked, give my son a proper position. She said, Elohim, you're very brilliant. You're very smart. We're thinking, we sat down and thought about you and we would like you to be the head of our candy sales. We would like you to sell candy for the school. My son say he does not want to sell candy for the school. He's selling candy for himself. In a week after, the principal came with printout a rule and regulation and tell my son to bring it at home that he cannot no longer sell candy into the school anymore. So the school now, it has a funding going on. They're the ones to sell candy. They stopped my son from selling candy. My son is a very aggressive young boy. He said, Dad, you know what? They want to stop my business, Dad. They want to stop my business. I said, yes, son. I said, yeah. What you gonna do, son? He said, Dad, do you know I could still buy my candy and do not have to sell it in school, but I could sell it on the bus when I'm on my way home, which is the yellow bus. My son started doing that. There were children that was on this bus that wanted to eat my son candy for free. My son was not having it. They went back and they report my son. Now Ali came back again with a second printout. Now this is a white woman, right? Now this is a young black man that has the knowledge of business, of industry. And now she's attacking him again with a second warning. Now you cannot sell no candy on the bus. I called my son, I said, son, in life, there are rules and regulations. Even though sometimes they might sound corny, but sometimes it's the society, it's the colonial system, rules and regulation. Right. I said, but son, there's many ways to skin a cat. He said, what do you mean, Dad? I said, well, son, we're going to go back to page 1. You're going to get your candy. You're going to pack it in your bag. I don't want you eating candy in school. I don't want you showing anyone no candy in school. But you could sell your candy after school on your way home. You could sell your candy. She tried to report it again and said that my son was violating rules and said, no. First, she tried to get him to sell. So then she told my son sold the candy out. She told my son, called him back and said he must bring back all the monies that he sold candy to give back to the children. Now, what kind of nonsense is this when them children already ate all his candy? They already ate all of his candy, and now he's going to come back and dish out their money. So this is not prejudice. This is not what you want to say that you figure that you want to put on me. Huh? Now, let me ask you this. Do you have children? Would you like someone to put defecate on your child? How would you like it? Are you a Caucasian person? Are you a very light-skinned person? Or are you just a racist person? Because I believe when a child starts to play with defecate, that's one of the lowest stuff. Because I don't think no parent allowed a child to play with defecate. So for a child at 7 years old to see defecate and look at my son and figure he could pick that up and snatch his hat and wipe it in it and take it and fling it for him. This is wickedness. This is racism. I believe that boy mother is teaching him how to treat black people. You don't think so? You don't think this is racism? Why is it that if I know majority of Jewish people, they stay in their place. They don't go around slapping things out of people's hands. Huh? They don't go around snatching people's hats. If I walk on the Eastern Parkway and slap the hat over a Jewish man's head, I will go to prison for that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. So those of y'all that is telling me that I am prejudiced when we have Jewish people violating blacks. And if a black man do something to a Jewish man, he might as well do about 6 years for a minor crime. But they violate this. I'm not saying it's right for no black person to persecute no Jewish person, and no Jewish person has the right to violate no black person. People should not violate people on the whole. That's what I'm saying. So why now when my son flipped and my son defend himself. There is a thing here. Now they give people license to carry a firearm, but you have the right to shoot someone, right? Why? Because they're invading your space, right? If a bully is invading your space, then you say you're frightened for your life. We know what bullies does. So what that boy is a bully. He been a bully when he was knee high, and now he's 12 years old and he's still a bully. Why no one is saying the Jewish child is a bully? Because the evidence stating throughout the time that he was at 6 years old to 7 years old to being 12, that is not. He's a bully. There is records. And if there is none to show, it's because the principal from since in the first grade been crying of all his corruption. But would they do that for a black child? No. Because they keep records to expose black children, to show you that that child was a minister of society from the age of 8 or 9 or 10 or 11 or 12 or whatever they want to put it. So do not give me this racist nonsense. Don't give me that. Because the day when my daughter, my daughter told me that she wanted to eat a survival sandwich. We all know what it is. It's peanut butter and jelly. Tell me who don't grow on peanut butter and jelly. Huh? And I packed what I had, what my child said they wanted. And I packed it in her knapsack. And you talking about racist for a teacher to come and throw my child lunch in the garbage and tell my child we don't eat peanut butter and jelly in here because there are people who are allergic. And when I ask, give me a number of the people that are allergic, are they white or black? You say you cannot ask that. And then when I choose to stay in that school to find out if any white child would be eating any form of Skippies or any form of peanut butter or twisted, and I saw a whole lot of children, and you were surprised when you saw me there. So then you were so guilty that you told me you get to realize that you made a small group for children to eat peanuts. How dare you? And you caused my child to have asthma. So this is the cracks, the hole that we're looking to patch. And now that 12-year-old yesterday got his butt. He day before on Wednesday got his butt kicked. So on Thursday, your turn, judge and jury, to expel my son. Not expel him, but give him 2 days off, which I don't know if it's Jewish child. And then when I asked the principal that's in the middle school, do you know of the child's history? And do you know of his pedigree? His recommendation? No, let's forget about that. This is then and this is now. Oh yeah? Let I do a crime when I'm 10 years old and see if the society don't hold that crime against me until I turn 21 or whatever age. So y'all are the ones who play that stupid game and believe that we are dumb. When it comes for y'all guys, it's okay. And when y'all could do whatever, y'all could jump over the law, y'all could twist, y'all could do the matrix over the law. But us, we always pay the price. And got the nerve to always call about prejudice. Man, we gonna press every day. Gonna press every day. I got children that caught asthma because they asked to urinate and they didn't send them to the bathroom. So they urinate the stuff and send them home with wet pants. That they get cold. They get sick. Well, I got doctors with asthma attack. So y'all ain't telling me none of that. That's throughout the years. I keep forgetting the school name, man. I'm so upset, man. Wow. And this person want to talk about prejudice. I believe that we're responsible for our children. I believe we're responsible. I'm so upset, man. We are responsible for our children. So do not tell me someone is sending a child to school and never one time pay a visit to the school because you trust the school so much that your child is a Jewish child and they're protected by the principal and teachers of the school. Could I do that? Could I send my child to school and never attend? Never, not one time? I'm never there when and it's not to say, I'm never there when my child is doing something bad. But we are not the first time. I've gone to many meetings where it has set and that boy parents never appeared. Oh, Mr. So and so, his parents couldn't come today because while your child is here, you should homeschool your child. You should pay somebody to homeschool your child so your child should not affiliate with people, children, that they will do things to them that you have so much of a power you cannot never represent your child. No, come to hear the pain or the feeling of the other parent for that other child. That's not right. So don't tell me that is a prejudice. That's prejudice. Look at the facts there. Look at that. That's what you got to stop being one-sided. You don't like to see black people are prejudiced, and we feel the pain. Like I said, we didn't get no repatriation money, but there are people that went through what we went through, and we went worse, and they get compensation money. They're getting it until today. They're getting it. We didn't get our 14 acres and no mule, and when we was doing for ourselves, they burned us out. No one has not paid us back for that. No one has not paid us for all these fake tests and these diseases and these syphilis and all these things that they have done to us. They have done to us. No one has not paid us. No one has not tell us, apologize to us, and they're still doing it, and they continue doing it. So don't call us prejudice. Clean your act. You're always persecuting us. I have my daughter. I never give consent for her photograph to be taken, nor to print on any poster. And one time I was downtown Brooklyn and I see my daughter's picture all over the street. All over the street. And I picked it up and it was a flyer with my daughter. That my daughter, I never give consent for that. Now, could I do that to a white child? Could you just go take a white child's picture without asking the parents and get permission? So because I am black, because I bear this color, it's okay. And if I speak about it, then I'm prejudiced or I'm racist. So let's patch this hole that is opening. Let's block it. And the only way we could able to block it is for these racist people that is racist to know that they're racist and to stand for their racist, wicked ways. That's what they are. They want to smile in your face, they don't like you. They pretend that they're nice and all of that, they don't like you. They don't like you. This same principal told me a lot of things that I've come and see. It's wrong. And I was right, and she knew it, and because she figured that she always tried to make it look, she tried to call ACS, all that stuff, this lady has gone way out of proportion, out of place. But that's the whole, just like our governments, just like our society, how our governments, our leaders, they forsake us and lie to us. How they send stuff in our supermarkets for us to eat, knowing it's going to kill us, and lie to us. Allowing certain foods to come true, knowing it's going to cause cancer, and lie to us. So who's the liar here? Huh? Who's the deceiver here? Huh? Who's deceiving the people here? Me? Or the people who say that they're in the position of rulership are deceiving the people? They're deceiving the people. Huh? And you don't want to talk about me? I am the BlackStar Redshot. And I'm telling you, I am the voice of the people, man. And it's real. Anything that I speak of in a real life, I am feeling it and I could relate to it. Not one who's just sitting there making things out of their head and to tell people that these things never happen to them. There's racists right here. There are racist people within blacks themselves. There are racist people within different shades of colors of brown people. And there are racist whites that hate blacks. And that will never change. Some of them are teaching the young sons and their young daughters. How to talk to us, how to look at us, how to devalue us. We don't have value. We just look like slaves. These are how they see us. They treat us like animals. And a lot of us treat ourselves like animals too. This is why I say this could change. We gotta black the hole, man. In that colonial system. What is it? What is this word colonial? What you colonize? You colonize yourself on people. You push it. You come around. You false pretend. Then all of a sudden you start killing. You start murdering. You start pushing your ways. And your way. Come on, man. And everybody clapping for colonization, like the Pilgrims with the natives. That's what you're like, right? Colonization, right? When the same pale people come colonize themselves, they saw we was not equal. So this was white and this was black. And they're so ridiculous that they call themselves white and none of them do not look like this. I've never seen none look like this. Piece of paper here, but they're white. And you see they get this thing all twisted. White people. White people. Are you for real? Are you a ghost? White people. Then you'll say, I am racist. Change everything. I'm not racist. Because like I said, there are certain whites that will not do certain things to blacks. And there are certain blacks that will do more. They will do worse to blacks than whites will. Because whites get to see what blacks do to blacks and how blacks treat blacks. And that gives them the opportunity to treat us the way they treat us. Who killing people in Georgia, in Chicago? Who? How many people killing? Whites? I'll tell you real talk, man. Smash the like button. I'd rather see these people, but they're quick to call you names, racist, prejudice, when they are the ones. Black people, we shoot each other in the ghetto. We do a lot of things that's foul, that's not right. But you'll never find a black man on campus shooting a whole bunch of people. Now that's worse than gang violence, man. That's actually terrorism. If you want to ask me. If you really want to be skeptical, if you want to be real, black man shoot black man. I don't say it's good. It's not good. It's bad. It's bad. But you never have seen a black man nowhere, no college campus, with an AR-15, AK-47, just shooting a whole bunch of people. And this person that does that, when they do things like that, these Caucasian people, these people who call themselves that they say they're equal, they're not prejudiced. When their children do these barbaric things, you hear about them once or twice in the newspaper and all of a sudden they disappear. You don't hear nothing about them. And then you hear these are the things that you hear. Oh, he had mental issues. When one black man, again, it's not right, but when one black man shot somebody in the ghetto, it's gang violence, murderer, this, that, and the other. But I say this with a white Caucasian person going on a campus, school grounds with an AR-15, AK-47, extra clips, and for hours just headshotting people, sniper shots, all of that there. That is terrorist. Terrorism, you call it. If I can't pronounce the word, it's because my tongue, I got this stuff. But what you call it? But you give these people a little slap in their hands. They do their crimes and it's like, that's okay. Then you find an excuse. They're somewhere. The media don't hear about them no more. They just disappear because their parents are Caucasians. Their parents are Jewish people. Their parents are rich people. Even a rich black would do something like that. They would hang him. Even though his parents are black, they have to use someone for example. But the whites, that is power. No. So don't come tell me that, because when that Caucasian boy goes on a school campus and start killing a month of it, he killing, y'all do not watch him as what he is. Y'all do not call him a terrorist. Y'all do not call labeling all the names that y'all label us. Y'all don't. Y'all find excuses. Y'all find excuses to protect your own kind. You're quick to hang us and send us to the electric chair. You're quick to give us 25 to life. You're quick to dun us. You know how long you're trying to depopulate us? In every aspect. Because your people who come colonize, man, with your colonial system, we tell it. Even where I live is of the colonial system. Y'all don't live like how we live. And now some of y'all are running here because y'all scared. Y'all was living in Manhattan before your teeth was out. Y'all was over there, y'all was smiling, and y'all say that's where the crooks and the thieves lives in Brooklyn. It's New York. Y'all didn't want to come over there. Now y'all are here, y'all are here, and y'all are being very disrespectful. But nobody ain't watching that. We that lives out here, we can't put a table on the sidewalk and try to make an honest dollar. You're moving to the community and you'll open your clubs and your bar, you'll take the whole sidewalk pushing people into the street. No one says nothing about it. This is not Manhattan. So what is this? And you're talking about prejudice? Y'all could do anything y'all want to do. Because you are saying under the European Federation that European people are different. So that's why, again, it comes back that you're watching every black person, black Latino person, as 2/3 of a human being. So they are not considered. That's why you'll do what you'll do. That's why, and I'll tell you this, whatever you're trying to do to us radicators, it's going to backfire on y'all. And I feel sorry for y'all after you're done sending all your uppercuts and all your jabs and all you get, and y'all went up into the people's head and y'all trick them and make who take what. You're going to pray that a lot of people, who's going to repopulate this earth? That's what I want to ask y'all. Because a lot of y'all ain't going to be able to have children, and a lot of y'all are already sick and poisoned. Who? Huh? A lot of y'all are getting sick. You're catching colds quick. Like I keep saying to y'all, you're not going to lie to me. You're not going to mistreat my children, and then you're not going to give me a 6 or a 9. My body has the anticells it need to take care of me. If I eat good, eat right, put in the right things in my body, a cold will not take 2 weeks with me. A cold will not take a week with me. No, it will not. But if I are using imitation GMO stuff and fake stuff, and now we have all type of stuff that is on some high-tech stuff, come on now. Huh? What you think? Well, now I keep telling y'all think BlackStar, y'all better, hey, I hope y'all around, because you're going to see that I was not lying, man. You're going to see that was real talk I was speaking about. You're going to see what I was saying is the truth. You ain't going to be able to hide from that. You're not able to hide from it, because you're going to see it's the truth. And it's revealing, because like I said, the colonial system, the hole that's in it that's getting bigger, the people's eyes could see and can't hide no more. And now we have government officials are coming and speaking the truth. So all your corruptions, all your lies, all your wickedness, all your abominations that you're creating, making life hard and all that, hey, shit, time is short, baby. Don't believe what goes around comes around. Okay? That's why now, before a lot of your racist Caucasians or white people, well, pale-skinned people that grew up in a house of prejudice, that your fathers and mothers are prejudiced. It's not every white, like I said, they have whites that has died for black folks. They have whites that has make things happen for black folks. They're good people in the white descent that has done a lot. But there's a whole lot, the majority, that is racist. It still have the racist mentality that they will eradicate blacks. They have a way, and this is why they have come. And not just only blacks, because there are some other people, because they got the little light skin color and the straight nose, and the hair might be black and look coolie or look straight, they might think they're different. You all ain't different from us Negroes. Y'all are not. Remember, we are the one that create Everybody on the earth, planet Earth here. So y'all are different because y'all got that carbonate and that melanin skin. So don't think because you're a little lighter. But I'm telling you this. I'm telling you this. Stop allowing this the colonial system to infiltrate in your mind and trick you. Because they got nothing for you. They're gonna use you and abuse you, and when they're done with you, you ain't gonna be worth none. You ain't gonna be worth none. So call it prejudice all out y'all wanna say, but I think it's prejudice for a Caucasian person to shoot someone 17 times. Yeah. I think it's prejudice when cops go to the firing range to shoot properly. That a lot of black folks that being shot down by police officers could have been shot in the leg. They could have. Yeah, that's why you go to the firing range, so you could end. I'm not a cop, but I know how to hold it. Look, I know how to hold it. I know how to hold it. Okay, I know how to hold it. So you go to the firing range because they want you to learn how to hold it. So when you see that back, see here, yeah, that's why you go. Yeah. We that don't go to the firing range, we like this, ha ha. We like to do this, like we some matrix. The shot's gonna spin around and all that nonsense. But your guys, the men of law who goes to the academy and learn how to handle your rifle or your firearm, how to hold it properly, grab it and use it the way it was taught. You'll learn. They taught y'all how to disarm people, shoot them in the leg. But you ain't got time for that because it's a genocide thing going on. One shot in the head or 18 in the chest, 18 in the head, you gotta be dead. I see a lot of your cops, not all of y'all, some good and some bad. But the bad ones that I've been seeing, you'll have an urge to spill black blood. You'll have an urge when there's a black person, you're very hyper. When it's one of y'all are not so hyper to put your hands on the brother. You know, when it's one of your guys, you're not. But it's when it's one of us of color. Oh, in an instant, you got the knees to the neck, you got the tussling, you got the tasing without knowing what's going on. You could just pull up and shot. Black man, you hear black man, you're coming, you're already set. If you was pale, by the time you reach there, you're pink. Oh yes, we see it all the time. We does not consider our lives is nothing. We look like livestock. That's why they do what they do. That's why they genocide and kill. But I'll let you all know, nations of the world, especially of European descent, if you have a heart, I'm not a racial person, I'm just a straightforward person. If you are of a racist descent, that's your business. I will not stand for your nonsense. You're not going to twist your racist ability and put it on me. I'm a Gideon warrior. Here do I stand for uprightness. And I am from a tribe. I am from a people. So of course, I love my people. But I know my people, because of lack of knowledge, they themselves have started eating their own stuff. It's like this is a big boa constrictor that decide it will have itself for a supper. It's not gonna work with me. Y'all stay and do because y'all know what's right and y'all know what's wrong. So do not do the things to us and expect us to turn the other cheek. This is one brother right here. This is one king right here. All right, that's not turning the other cheek. I am not down with that. With I get a slap and I'm gonna turn my other side so you can slap me again. I don't like licks. My skin burn and I get very, very pissed. So I don't like it. So don't think you're gonna box me and you're gonna get the opportunity to explain to me why should I allow you to box me again. It's not gonna work. Peace on this. I got any questions?
Someone said you can understand that some white people see black people as stronger and faster, so they're more scared.
Yeah, because guess what? You're so right about that. After that little boy been messing with my son from a very young age, and my son just beat his butt. Yes, day before on Thursday, on Wednesday, because they told him on Thursday. Now the mother and father is saying they scared to come to the school, but be mindful. They never did. All the time their son was doing things to my son from 6 to 7 to 8 to 9 to 10 to 11 to 12. Now he get his butt kicked. Now they're saying they're scared and they don't want to come to the school because black people are da 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 da. Why are you always saying black people? When the black man was asking to come in, your son's being a nuisance, you didn't come. Didn't you feel that? But now all of a sudden your son gets his behind kicked and he get radish. Now you want rights. You feel that we a bunch of hoodlums. All of a sudden that good boy, that's why I had to ask the school. Go back and check my son's pedigree. Go check his records. He's not a troublemaker. Never had a fight. They don't punch. My son doesn't have none of that. My children when they school, none of them have none that they punch anybody, fight anybody. Decent, respectable children. And they in the school know that. So, but if you have a child that you know that child is a troublemaker, why you never advise that child parents that listen, either you deal with him or we gonna take him out. But you quick to take our minds. Look at my son react now. Now you wanna know what make him act like that and what's going through his head. Pressure bust pipe. Pressure. That's what was going because I'm telling him not to fight, be a good boy, da 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 da. And he wants to do what his father said. But the bully that from the white race, from the money background, that he has the right to violate anyone, it has not get to his head. No one has not spoken to him. So that day he took it upon himself, which was Wednesday to snatch my son candy, stepped on it, very disrespectable, to pick up the candy after you step on it and throw it in his face. And I'll tell you this, if there's a person on planet Earth that tells me my son is wrong, and you don't want to watch it as prejudice, then you're one of the most prejudiced person that I ever come across. Because you would not like it to be done to your children. And this is why I will be done with the school. I will put the name of the school in the description box. I don't know why I cannot pull the names, like what happened and they just happened. So, and the name is in my head, it's just not coming out my mouth. It's not coming out of my mouth. That school is in, like I said, it's at the back there, it's downtown Brooklyn, what I call it, Fort Greene. Over there, it's right at the back, Woodhall Hospital, the branch that used to be there. God, the name of the school. If y'all know that school back there, it's a charter school, y'all could send the name up there. Because right now I'm not pulling out the name out. My cranium just dead right now. Yeah, that school is in Fort Greene. There's a hospital, like a clinic. It used to be a hospital. I think now they turned it into a clinic. It's where I think Rocky. There's these long stairs running up there. There's a big park right there. There's a charter school right there. Anybody know of that school? They could send the name. Like I said, I know the school. My trending going in. I'm so angry right now that the name is just, it's in my head, it's just not coming out. It's not coming out. So how long I've been here? About an hour and 20. So this is the whole thing with the hole. The whole thing with the hole is for us to patch it. And we need people to stop. If you can't feel the heat, if you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. And if your back is never against the wall, you will never know how the wall feels. So you could sit there and want to call me a prejudice, but I know I don't provoke people. Listen, I know gay people that I don't like what they do, but that's their life. I don't go humbugging them. I don't go troubling them. I don't go calling them names. I don't do that. You know, there's a lot of things that I don't like, but are you not gonna find me going in trouble or being a nuisance? No, because at the end of the day, you gotta respect people. Even though I don't like what the person doing, but that's the person's life. That's their life. I need to stay in my business, my damn business. I need to mind my business. What was that? I can say it was some fire.
Fire.
You're feeling the gift dance, my brother. I gotta mind my business. So at the end of the day, there's a lot of things we don't like. A lot of things we don't like in society. We could only do two things. We might only think to yeah man, give thanks. Bless. We can only do two things. Either we abide by the laws of society, the ways of society, and implement that so we becomes a part of that type of society. And if we are not of society and we are full spiritualism, then we will not practice the things that we know that will make us dull. So we'll never be a part of that, and we will never be a part of this type of what you call it abomination. Will not be a part of that. So of course, but then again, that does not give me the right to go and to try to tell anybody anything. As long as you're not coming in my way, not messing with nothing I love and I care for, and you're respecting yourself, I ain't got nothing to say to you. I got nothing to say to you. Nothing at all. Everybody got to see. Yours might be great. Yeah? Mine might be greater. You know, we all got sin. That's why we ain't got to stay over here and figure out we're better than each other. But what makes me see myself different is when I know of sin, and I know sin is abomination, and I know I could rebuke sin because I know sin ain't good for me, and I could look at what it is and know it's filthy, and know that definitely is not for me. So of course I have the ability from my Lord that gives me that ability to actually able to see the filth of sin. Because one time I was filthy, very filthy in that sin because I accepted and embraced it. But now my Lord has allowed me to see the filth of where I used to be. That's why there's past, present, and future. It's a reason. That's why there's me, myself, and I. It's a reason. Okay? It's a reason. So people, peace and blessings. Smash the like button, share the video. I will put the name of the video, Colonium System with a hole within. There's a hole within the colonium system. And remember, that system was not made for you and I. The colonium system was never made for any dark-skinned person or Latino person. The colonium system was made for you to hold you there, to enslave you, that you will always be a slave and you will never own anything, but they will be owners of us. And since that's how it is, that's what the colonized. They would like to mate with you, with your people, only to make their people stronger. Because they will never tell that child that they are colonizing with, sleeping with that woman by force and having children with, and if that woman has the child, they will take the child and kill the mother and grow the child and make the child believe that it's of white descent. Yes. So it's all about colonization, and I don't want nobody colonizing me because they've been doing that. And hate name, it has a lot of deceiving meanings. To yeah, that's, yeah, I'm not gonna let nobody con me. You're not gonna con me. I'm not gonna colonize nothing here. Okay? Yo, we already did too much and gave too much resources. And we are the ones, and we are the ones from the power of the Most High. We are the ones that create I and I and I and I and I are the ones, are the strength and ability of helping the foundation of the Most High. Because like I said, it's always what it is. God does not make a person today and go back and make another person tomorrow. No, it's already created. Originality. And this is why we have a colonization system that is colonizing the people, sucking the people in blood, drinking the people in blood like vampire, living off the people, and causing all these type of fitna. They causing all these type of problems, this type of pain, this type of sorrows, this death. You know how much people died this year because of man's wicked greed and evil ways. And now man is coming with, and now is to eradicate and to genocide. That's what I told you as Revelation, the book of revealing and the book of eradicating is the same book. So You playing God. You playing healer. And you killing at the same time. You healing. You playing God. You playing healer. But you killing billions for your purpose, which is a satanic purpose. You trick people, man. You trick people, man. You give them a double six, man. You pose a double six on them, man. You pose a double six, baby. Hard pose. Bam! Double six. Two heads, baby. Wow. It's two heads because you came and you give them the one and the other one. Double boo. Oh, God. Lord, Father, these demons. But for those of y'all who believe red, cool. Don't worry. Y'all see the truth though. I ain't gonna get much likes. My stuff ain't gonna get big, because what Red's saying is very damaging. It's the truth. And they don't want to hit. They don't want to hit. Who is that? There is a fit.
The vote, he said, brother, please.
Salam, my brother. Peace and blessings. I appreciate it. Appreciate you. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it because I'm seeing it for what it is, man. I don't know how people, and this is why we under this punishment, because of lack of knowledge, man. And those of us who say that we are knowledgeable, are we really knowledgeable or are we educated fools? What it is? Put it on to me, man. Are we really educated or we just educated fools, man? That's what I want to know, because why can't we see through? Why can't we see through that? Why can't we see through? You know this. Yeah, I will, bro.
You lacking?
I know I'm doing a whole lot, man. So I'm supposed to have a video today, but I'm about to go somewhere, come back. I'm doing a lot, but I will put out more videos. But like I said, the more workout videos. But the importance of this here, really, I know the workout videos always come, is the understanding of the truth, bro. It's the understanding of the truth of what's fake and what's real, bro. You know, and what we will allow them to do to us and what we will not allow them to do. They will only go as far as we allow them, man. They will only go as far. But like I said, now we even have again all the time we was talking, nobody wasn't saying nothing. But now we have European people now are rising up in the thousands, the 10,000s, hundreds of thousands, in the millions. They're rising up. Countries are going and rising up, talking about that. We better try to save as much of us as we can, because if all of us get that population done, if all of us get that, forget about it. No more breeding, no more babies. Generation gonna die. No more babies, no more babies. I could have hoped to die. Yeah, watch it. Cancer's coming back stronger. Colds are coming back stronger. My body does not have what it takes to heal me anymore. Remember COVID? Remember COVID? Remember? Remember the jab. It's going to be 10 years from now. This is going to be the history right here now. In the next 10, 15, 20 years, if by the mercy of the Most High that some of us that did not get the, you'll get, leave, we'll have children, And that will be taught in school. The destructive of mankind. We'll see it, and it will be taught in schools. They will have essays on it, homework about it. And they will remember the year. Remember the year 2020. Started in the year 2019. Yeah, into 2020. Yeah, so we gonna see, and we gonna have history about it. They're gonna put it in the history books. Only if we leave, if there's a whole lot of us remain to live to uh, keep a grip on history, because hey, people are dying. Remember I told you Israel? Yeah, you wonder where I get it from now, right?
So watch out for the Russians.
Yeah. Remember I told you about Israel? Huh? So look now, they're talking about it now, right? Yeah, bro. Watch out for the Russians. True indeed. Watch out for China too. And I know a lot of us blind. We ain't even seeing what China doing. China doing it right in their faces. They're sending Chinese all over the world, and they're breeding. No one is telling them not to have babies. They can't breed in China, but they will have a whole lot of children in your country. Aha! More population. They don't want them to have 2 children, 3 children, 4 children in China. But they're gonna send them to Mozambique. They're gonna send them to Ghana. They're gonna send them to Mount Zion. They could have as much children. So they are going to breed. All the black women that don't want to have babies, y'all want your breasts to stay up in the air. Y'all want to just go to the club to make your 2 booty hot. Whoop, 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 whoop. The Asian woman, the Jewish woman, she's on a different level. She's having children like it's mice. Why? Why are they having so much children if the world is overpopulating? Why no one is telling them, hey, you're having too much children? Huh? They give them the right, but they tell the black woman, listen, if I was you, I would take birth control. Birth control mash up your inside your system, your womb. You might have a retarded child after a while. Look at all the sisters that are on birth control. Their stomach is always swell up in front of them. It's something in that birth control that is actually destroying them. Destroying them. They make it to destroy the sisters. They make it to destroy the sisters. Yes. Birth control. Why do you want to control birth? When God says go fruit, be faithful and multiply. Be fruitful and multiply. The Creator said that. Why you want to tell people you want to stop people from having children? You wicked. You see the real true people. So they're the liars. Any questions? Okay, people, that's about it. I appreciate all of you all that's here on the live. Give thanks. I will be doing another workouts, and but I think that's very important to know. The leaders of the world need to stop selling out the people short. They need to stop taking deals under the table. They need to be, if you're from Nigeria or wherever you're from and you represent your country, you should not allow your people to go for hunger and starvation and suffering. I think that is the work of the devil. That's the work of the demons, the Antichrist. These are the works of the people that goes all over the world and create all type of problems in the world just to bring forth the Antichrist. Peace and blessings and all praise unto the Most High. All be with Abba. Do not forget, check your notification bell and go ahead and smash the like button. Salute. One love.